in cinema mode. I do. Hold on. I forgot my tripod. And I was trying to set up the camera on like my water bottle because sometimes I can do that, and it fell. And when it fell, I like went to catch it and I whacked my finger on my desk, and I'm like in pain. But hello, we are back to work in 2025. I have just been spending the morning getting kind of acclimated, and like I ran into a friend in the hallway just now, and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. I forgot how to like do a Monday essentially. Throw me in tomorrow, I'll be fine because like I have my schedule, I'm ready to go. But today I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, and I didn't leave myself a list, so I'm kind of having to go from scratch. I've already checked one thing off, so that's good. Next thing I'm gonna do, it's all like computer work, so there's like not much to show you, but I do need to start prepping for a presentation, so I'm probably gonna get that going. And then in a couple hours I actually have my colleague coming here from her site, and we're gonna plan more for that. Yeah, it's just like lots of little like random admin-y to-dos. Not much today, but it should be a productive couple days together on this vlog, so that's exciting. Just kind of getting back into the swing of work after 2 weeks off. It's funny because I ended the most recent vlog last night, and I was saying how like I actually felt sad to come to work today. Like I mean, I guess that's a pretty typical feeling, like being sad that break is over. And last year I remember being more like excited to come back. This year I just wanted like one more week at home with Mark, but I am grateful to be back. And actually when I walked in my room and I saw the Christmas decorations still up, I got a little excited. I don't know, I have to take them down. But yeah, it was just kind of a fun, exciting thing. And then this afternoon I do have an in-home session to go to, and then after that I'm taking my Mini in. Fun fact, so a couple of vlogs ago now, you would have seen that I took my Mini into the dealership, and basically there was an extended warranty put out for a part on my car, and if the dealership diagnosed it, they would waive the diagnosis fee if it was that part. It was not that part. However, they did discover that a motor mount is broken, which is like what holds the engine in place. So that's fun and not good. And they were going to charge me a couple $1,000s for that. And I was like, ooh, happy 2025. Luckily, we have a very sage, wise human in our lives known as Mark's dad, who always is there for me with a lot of things. And he's always there for me with good car advice. And he was like, get it out of the dealership. There's a place near your house you can go to. And I called them today because they finally opened. They weren't open over the weekend. And they'll charge me more than 50% less. So it was like $2,400 through the dealership. It's $1,100 with them. So word to the wise, especially for my Mini drivers, don't fall for it. Just find mechanics that have specialized in Mini Coopers. Just a word to the wise. I'm a Mini girl through and through, but learning as I go. One thing I'm feeling really grateful for is there's water in the workroom or the lounge, because for like 3 weeks, like the whole time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, basically, we didn't have water, which I know is such a luxury to like work somewhere where like you could just fill your water bottle. But at my other site, there didn't used to be. Like I just, I really like having water to drink throughout the day. But when I was getting here this morning, I saw the water guy delivering our water. So I'm gonna go fill my water, and I'm trying to be super good about drinking it because I feel like my skin needs a lot of love right now since I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I have about 10 minutes until my meeting. She's coming here, so I don't have to do anything. But really quick, I'm doing a little shopping because I have some money to spend for my materials budget, and I'm trying to get that done. We have till March, but I'm trying to get it done now because sometimes I forget, and I don't want to miss out on like spending that money because I need things. Anyways, bottom line, what are some of your go-to preschool things, especially when you have a lot of AAC users? Like, what are some of the toys that you like having so I can add them to my Amazon list? Thanks. I'm currently looking at bubbles because I need some more InnoBaby non-toxic bubbles. So those are going on my list, but I'd really like to know what you are finding is really helpful. And like, yeah, especially for like AAC, like early language, emerging communicators, entry-level communicator, like I'm thinking lots of cause and effect toys, obviously, but I have a lot already, so I just need some fresh ideas, you know? I already have a lot of puppets. I have all like the Pop the Pig games and stuff like that. I don't really use them as much right now, so, but then any other things that work with preschool for early language too. What are your favorites? Okay, thanks. We just got back from a little walk, and I haven't really checked in with you since however long ago, but we took Minnie to what is probably my favorite mechanic. They're so sweet to us. I did get the sweetest mail. This is kind of a full circle moment, and Teacher Marilyn, I know you watch the vlog, so thank you for that to Marilyn and Jennifer. But being a preschool teacher, I've had this thought before, and especially on a day like today, I was actually working with the client, my 9-year-old client who I used to work with when she was in preschool. And I talked to her about what we did when she was in preschool, and she'll show me like her crafts and stuff that she has that help her remember preschool. And it's cool to have that relationship with a student, like kind of to watch her grow and everything. Well, this is my preschool teacher that, thanks to her and my mom for keeping in touch, we are in contact through Facebook, through postcards and Christmas cards, and she's always so kind to send me like vacation postcards and all that stuff, so it's so fun. But it's just so cool, like, to think like now I'm, 7-8 years in to being in my own preschool world with my own little humans. And when I was a little human, she was my teacher and just, looking out for me. So thank you, Teacher Marilyn. And she literally wrote in here she loves the vlogs, and that's really special to me too. But I just love that because I share my preschool life on here, and yeah, 30 years ago, I was in preschool with her. So that's really sweet. So thank you. Thanks for bringing tears to my eyes and just making me feel super grateful for life, It's just so cool. I am going to start probably making our dinner, and I think we're just doing like a fun salad, but I think I want to spruce it up a little bit. I'm gonna air fry some sweet potatoes and zucchini to throw in our salad for tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I want to put on a show, get crazy in the kitchen, and have a good meal. That just sounds lovely. So let's do that. Yeah, it's supposed to be windy today at work, like really windy and cold. So I have my vest on, chunky sweater, I got boots on, I'm ready. but I'm gonna head out the door because I'm taking Mark's car, and I don't love driving Mark's car on freeways, which means I'm taking side streets to work, so it's gonna take me like 5 extra minutes. Oh, this turned out good today. Yesterday my coffee was not good. This is delish. This will be delish. We like delish coffee. So let's get to work. I got a couple things I feel like I need to do to get organized just with life in general when we get there. I'll show you my outfit. We also got a plan for circle time today. I forgot about that yesterday. So pack my lunch and we'll go. Guess who remembered her tripod today? This girl. It is so cold outside. I came in and I immediately turned on the heater in here, which I don't like running heaters because it makes my eyes feel puffy and gross, and I'm already feeling it. So I'm probably gonna have to turn it off and just freeze. But I'm not even gonna be in here most of the day. It's like one of those days I was gonna try and pull kids. I think I'm gonna do all pushing. I think I'm gonna do all pushing today. Most of my kids have push-in services. So today will be their push-in day. And then Friday, I'll pull them. Deal? Okay, getting unpacked, getting de-frizzed, even though I'm gonna walk back outside when I go up to the preschool class, and re-frizzed because of the weather. It is the most windy, weathery day we've had in Southern California. She be windy. Like I was saying at home, I need to get a couple of things. I'm just gonna make a to-do list. That's the easiest way to go about this. I got so many pens for Christmas. A big thing of pens from my mom. These like cute, they're like, there's like pastel colored pens. And then Mark got me these really nice pens. They are like a gel pen from Amazon if you're looking for a good pen. These are my favorite and I love the way they feel. Yeah, they're really nice. Anyways, pen talks. We do a lot of different conversations on here. What's today? Today is the 7th. I'm gonna write my little list. And then I need to prep for circle time, and I'm going up there in 20 minutes. So I have 20 minutes of prep time. So how about this? How about I sit and I do what I need to do organizationally, figure out what I'm gonna do for circle time, and then we'll reconvene when I can tell you what we're doing for circle time. I have 4 minutes to get up to the preschool class, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're in the stage where all the kids, they've learned this. They know all of the words on our core board, but we're reviewing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just kind of gonna follow what my colleagues are doing and do in, out, and on. We're gonna review in, out, and on. In, out, on. I could just get a box and some toys and put them in, out, and on. Do again. Go again. Well, Tuesday was busy. I forgot until 10 minutes into the morning session, which was pretty chaotic, that it's the first day back for my 3 and 4-year-olds after 2 weeks off, which means we got to get back into a routine. And like, I know for me, it's already been a little bit, it's felt a little rough getting back into like waking up at 5:30 in the morning, going to work, having that routine. And then yeah, today I was reminded that it's the same for 3 and 4-year-olds, and they just show it differently. It was just bonkers, like, for lack of a better term, like, and it's okay. They were excited to be back. I think that was the energy we had. But all of like those learn skills that we'd worked so hard on from August to December of like sitting for circle time. I did have a new student start today, so that was exciting. It's also not, it can be challenging because they don't know us and we're here trying to keep them safe, especially when you're in a public school. It's not like we necessarily have all of the little things, like a sensory gym. For one thing, would be my dream to have when we have new students. We just don't have those kinds of things that would make would make some of those first day things, or just like helping kids regulate on their first day or any day of the week. Yeah, so it was a little bit rough for our student and for us at first, just getting to know each other, and you kind of have to do that quick sometimes. But by the end of the day, we were laughing and smiling and playing with Play-Doh, and it was fun. It's just, I forget how much it takes out of me sometimes, especially after 2 weeks off and like getting acclimated. But yeah, it was a good day. We had an IEP in the afternoon, which I felt awkward in. I just felt like I forgot how to be in an IEP. I just think I forgot how to be a normal human over the last 2 weeks of pretty much being home with Mark and goofing around. You and I will see each other tomorrow, or we'll be at my second site with that team, and I haven't seen them in 2 weeks. Should be a good old time, so I'll see you in the morning. Hello. Happy Wednesday. We're not at work. I'm in my PJs. I was literally about to get dressed. So it's been windy. I think I told you yesterday, I showed you the weather yesterday. It looked like there was gonna be a tornado or something yesterday out where I work. The wind picked up last night even here, which it doesn't always get windy at my house. All is well. I think we almost lost power a few times last night, but it didn't go off. I know a few friends that did lose power. It's just crazy. I was getting ready for work this morning, and while I was doing my makeup, my friend texted me and was like, "Are you really going in today?" I work in San Bernardino County, and there's a lot of different cities in San Bernardino County that are like in direct wind paths. And like where Mark's parents live are in a direct wind path. My parents aren't, but they got hit crazily last night. It's just crazy everywhere. Anyways, so I'm getting dressed. The text comes through saying all district sites are closed. And for them to do that, especially in my district, like that's pretty insane. I feel like we always joke about it. We're like, how come we never get wind days? Like other people get snow days and all this stuff, but like our district like hunkers down, brings in generators and all of that. It's like, it's kind of crazy, which we don't have too many, but like sometimes it's for some of the school sites at least, it's a little bit nuts where they fall in that wind path. I'm really grateful they put our safety first and the kids' safety first. Let's pack my speech therapy bag for my, I was gonna say assessment, kind of an assessment tomorrow. So when I take on new clients, because it is very much an informal thing, and I've been kind of doing it like, not friends, but people find out through friends. And so there's usually like mutual family members or friends that I'm connected with when I do gain new clients. It's just kind of how it's been working, which is good because for me, I only have so much time. So it's always hard on my heart to have to turn people away. I will obviously refer if I need to. I am excited because this client, I'm gonna go in, I am gonna bring in an assessment on my iPad. I'm gonna do Little B speech because the concerns are for our tick. Transferring because I had my Monday client who is 9. That means I have different things that I need for her versus my 4-year-old tomorrow. So this is the bag. Y'all know it by now, I hope. And if not, this is my favorite speech therapy bag, the My Speech bag from Help Me Grow Speech. I love this. I've talked about this before. I'll link it. It's on my Amazon storefront, but Story Cubes is really good for like narrative language. Or if you know an elementary school SLP or maybe middle school SLP, like pediatric SLP, and you need to give them a gift, I would highly recommend Story Keys. One thing I am bringing, this is my Pop the Pig guy. He lives in this tub. I'm not gonna bring that whole big tub in. So we'll consolidate that in a minute. I'm also gonna bring a book. I thought it's just always a good idea to have a book just to see if we need to do any kind of like, not necessarily story retell, but maybe if I wanna get a little bit more, if like the Little Bee speech tester app isn't his thing, maybe if I need to probe for sounds or labeling or anything like that, dinosaurs could be helpful, we don't know. Also bringing plastic eggs. I'm gonna fill, some of them already have them in, but I'm gonna fill them with wind-up toys. These are always a hit with preschool age kids. And then 2 more, what else do I have? Just for fun. Oh, the dog, that's a fun one. That one's very entertaining. And the seal. Okay, so we've got some different sounds, we've got some different actions with those. Let's change one of these out. Change an orange one out. Do you know why I'm changing from orange to blue? Hot tip, because maybe we can get some buzz in there. Okay. So there we go. So that's what I'm bringing. And like I said, also my iPad. I do have a questionnaire that I'm gonna print out and bring. And I can link that because that's actually something that's downloadable on my website. But I am just gonna, it's just a very, I have 2 I think actually on my website, but I'm gonna bring the preschool age one. Just to get an idea of like what the concerns are, what the milestones have been. That's what I'm bringing. That's it. We have prepped and planned for tomorrow's session.
Oh my goodness, you found so many rocks on the ground. We're gonna leave them on the ground, okay? Where they belong? Yeah. Thank you. Rock! Ah!
I like a rock.
Well, I've turned into the world's worst vlogger today. Happy Thursday. Honestly, it has just been quite a wild day. I think it's just that whole first week back after like a 2-week break where you're like, these kids, they're just not used to their routine. And I know I said the same thing on Monday. And today was just kind of another wild, like there was no documentation that was going to happen. Even if, you know, it's just documenting me. I tried. I'm done with schoolwork. Stopped off at UPS to do an Amazon return real quick. Go me. $65 back in my account. It's gonna feel real nice right now because it's January after December spending. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am doing a no buy January where, well, and I'm calling it no buy clothes. I'm not buying any clothing or anything like unnecessary. I do need new shampoo and a makeup item that I did, you know, put an order in for, those kinds of things, but I'm not buying any like clothes. I'm trying to be very mindful about like what I buy for the house. It's only necessities really. And my friend Julia, I've talked about her a lot. I'm gonna link her Instagram because she's a really cool, fun Instagram. She's German. She lives in Germany and she's also an SLP. And yeah, she's got a lot of fun insights and like perspectives from the other side of the world from me. You know, it's cool. We do a lot of Zoom chats and stuff anyways. We've become really, like, I consider as close friends. Yeah, so we decided together, because we were both kind of doing it separately. And then she's like, let's make each other, like, let's hold each other accountable and let's like challenge each other. I'm like, I love this because then like, I'm not like, well, I really, really want this. Like, or, you know, I'm not justifying it to just myself, but I'm like, no, Julia would tell me no. It's good. It's good to have an accountability buddy. But I have about 40 minutes until I need to be at my new client's house, and they're not too far from where I'm at right now. So I have some time to just sit and chill, that's why I'm like, oh, finally I can talk to you and we can catch up after quite a busy Thursday. I do want to just mention yesterday morning when, you know, I got told I'm not going into work because the winds were so bad. I did not know at the time the reality of what was happening 45 minutes away from me. More miles than it is minutes, but in LA, my heart is just going out to everybody in LA. I have friends out there, I have family out there. But the fires from these winds have just been devastating to Los Angeles. And I just want to send anybody that has been affected by what is going on just my love and prayers. I've been doing a lot of that. Yeah. And that's part of why I wasn't actually as verbal yesterday after we talked on the camera very much, because I was processing a lot. Getting on Instagram is tough to see. I want to keep up with it, and I want to make sure my people are safe and all of you are safe. But and I have been. We've been checking in on friends and family and stuff, and so far everybody's safe. Some have been evacuated. But it's just been so gut-wrenching. Yeah, so just sending my love still. I know this vlog is coming out a week later, but LA's essentially my home. I mean, we're right here, and I grew up going to LA all the time, still do. Mark went to school in Hollywood for improv, and a huge part of our early dating was spent going to shows out there and stuff. So it's just there's a lot that hits home, and there's a lot of friends and family out there for us. So yeah, just wanted to touch base with that real quick. I did print my questionnaires last night. I forgot to show you, but I did print them. They look like this. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on my I'll link this. It's on my website for you if you wanted to download a speech and language questionnaire. I need to figure out where I'm going, and then after the session I think we'll touch base. Well, happy Friday. Happy end of Friday. Yeah, I feel like vlogging the last couple days has been just a tad hard. I'm just getting back into that groove of vlogging throughout the week when I'm also working. But I hope you enjoyed just some snippets of the day. It was a pretty chill day compared to yesterday. It was very chill. On Fridays, SLP and I are together for most of the day unless I need to go off site or to my other site or things like that. So Friday's my flex day, but we were able to see a couple kids that we co-treat together, which I think I might have talked about this before. I know I've never really gone in depth before about what co-treating looks like for us, but just kind of as a quick refresh, depending on the student's needs, we're either needing to co-treat every session or once a week for a session, based on, just how much they might need help with keeping themselves safe. Sometimes it's helpful for my AAC users, and one of us can kind of be quickly programming or modeling in the moment, and the other kind of leading the session. For my GLPs, it's really helpful because I at least once or twice a month want to co-treat my GLPs with my SLP. So one of us can be taking data on all of their utterances, their gestalts, and that's just super helpful. So we were kind of doing a lot of that today, getting some baselines because the kids were off for 2 weeks and this week even was kind of wonky. And so just kind of seeing where the kids are at coming back from break. So yeah, lots of reasons to co-treat, but ultimately I'm grateful that I have that ability because I know not every school-based SLP does. A huge part of why is because in my district, they do recognize the need for that support, and I'm really grateful for it, very grateful for it. And yeah, it's nice. But we also had a lot of admin-y things to do, lots of prep to do. I have some new ideas thanks to one of my other colleagues who gave me some ideas for some of my students. So she was like, oh yeah, do this, try this, and we've made the materials to do so. So hopefully I can share those. They're not done, and it's hard to tell you without showing, without something to physically show you, but when those are done, I can kind of show you what we've come up with to help our students, help meet them where they're at and include their interests in more of my speech activities. So yeah, it was overall a very productive day. Ended it with a team meeting for AAC. And I know I haven't had a chance to catch up with you after yesterday's in-home session. I got there and my new little friend was very shy, and this has happened before, and I'm very ready to just go in and sit and just talk to parents for that first session. I'm only supposed to be there 30 minutes. I ended up being there for almost an hour because he finally started warming up just playing with mom. So here's a tip. If you have, if you're taking any clients on that are maybe a little bit hesitant when you come into their house or they come into your speech room, parents can always be part of the session. They don't have to be, it's not a requirement, but especially in the first couple weeks when you are building that rapport and that consistency and letting them know like you're a familiar adult, like you're safe and all of that, involve the parents as much as you can. And I just ended up sitting back and listening and taking my data. I didn't do any testing. Maybe we'll get some more formal stuff done next week, but I was able to pick up on a lot and I was able to hear a lot of phonological processes. So yeah, after just getting an informal language sample, I was quickly able to just tell parents like, hey, like I'm noticing this, I'm noticing this, I'm noticing this. So they kind of know like, this is what's going on. This is how we're working on it. I was able to start like with some parent coaching because I do feel like that's going to be very helpful for this child. They're so sweet. I'm so grateful to get to work with them. And this little boy, he's just adorable. And I got to meet sister. They have 4 cats. I was in pure cat lady heaven. And yeah, it was a great first session. So I'm stoked to get to work with him more. And it was kind of funny as I was sitting there, like, and he wasn't going for any of the toys that I brought that we'd packed together. I was thinking like, oh, I gotta admit to the vlog that literally none of these worked, none of them. And sometimes that happens. And what did we do? We played with his toys. So good thing I didn't pack more because he was just, anything I offered, it was a complete shutdown because he was shy, because he didn't want me there. He didn't want me in his environment. It was making him uncomfortable because he's not used to me. And I understand that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm thinking I'm gonna make me some pineapple fried rice with whatever ingredients I can find in this house. I don't have everything for it, but I have enough to get me by. And I'm gonna make that because that's one of my favorite meals to make for myself at home. And then I'm just going to relax, maybe edit a little bit. I did go to Costco on my way home from work, so I'm feeling like I have just the rest of the weekend to just be cozy. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it a vlog. And I hope this weekly vlog, oh my gosh, there's a lot of up and downs, weren't there? I have been doing a lot of research the last couple days of places to, because I've had a lot of friends too asking on Instagram, like, where do you know of anywhere we can donate? Do you have any vetted sources? And if you feel the desire, or just if you can, I don't want to say you don't have the desire because sometimes you can't. It's just not feasible for you to make that kind of a donation. But if you do want to, there's resources below for you that are linked. Yeah, so sending my love, sending my prayers. I'm hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Sunday, Mark and I are gonna go donate resources to a local organization that we know the owners, and so we're gonna go like do the toothpaste and toilet paper, like all the things that they're asking for, blankets and all of that. So yeah, I'm grateful that we have the community that we have that's putting all these things together. So yeah, okay. I could ramble on and on because it's like my heart has been hurting for people, and yeah, whew. But I love you and I'm grateful you're here and that you choose to come back. For those of you that come back and watch my vlogs and listen to me ramble, and I'm just grateful we get to connect on here and be a community, a source of community for each other. Okay.